Good morning. How is everybody this morning? It's Tuesday, November 2nd. Jerry message said we had frost on the ground. And that's, okay, here we go. But I like the cooler weather. It's my cup of tea. So that's okay. But anyway, I hope everybody had an awesome Halloween weekend. I know we did. All the family was here. That's always a blessing for me, is when everybody's here. I can visit with all my grandbabies at one time. And we got lucky this trip. We had Bryson the whole time, and that was amazing. He got to trick-or-treat with Jerry and Bethany, and that was great. The kids got to trick-or-treat with their friends, Trisha's kids, and it was a good weekend. Let's get rid of some pink skin, shall we? But did everybody have a smashing weekend? And now we're getting ready for the cooler weather. Good morning, lady. So we are coming into Christmas shopping season. Jerry was just saying last night we had to start ordering and doing what we needed to do, like trips to the base, which we'll do over the weekends right now with him off on Saturday, Sundays. But it's good, it's good, it's good. By the way, if you missed out on the Halloween or the palettes from last month, yeah, I don't either. Not this year. It's going to be a light Christmas this year for us. I have to say, my brother-in-law is saving us about $3-4 grand. He is putting my mower back together, welding my deck back on, our mower, excuse me. It didn't even cross my mind to ask him if he could do that. And he's like, I do them all the time. It's like, oh, okay. So all Jerry had to do was take off the deck, and he picked it up, put it in his truck, and I guess he'll get it back to us when he is done with it. So, boom, done. So hopefully we can get him one more mow, because it's in dire need of mowing, and we haven't been able to mow. So it's making me insane. But hey, funny story. I decided that I'd go ahead and do the fish tank by myself yesterday. Well, because Jerry was working, it's my day off. I have more days off a week than he does. Per my choice. I am my own boss. So, yeah. So we, I got started yesterday morning. Well, the kicker is that we bought a new kitchen faucet, okay? And it doesn't have the base on it where you can take out the aerator, okay? We need to be able to attach a siphon. So we wound up replacing the front bathrooms, the main bathrooms, faucet. So specifically got one that you could remove that and use it. Well, Jerry had taken apart the faucet and the sink, and not the sink, but the bottom of the sink to get the new faucet put in, long story short. The pressure from, nope, no worries. I borrow my neighbor's if I need it, babe, but thank you. That's very sweet of you. Hey, boo-boo. The pressure from trying to drain the tank out of into that sink the pipes underneath, the U pipe and then the pipe that comes down from the new faucet weren't together right and developed a leak. Well, there's a rug at the bottom of that sink. So every time I go in there, check water or whatever, that rug was getting wet. Well, then it hit me. It's leaking underneath the sink. So then I have Jerry from work, have him shut off the filters because he can do that with smart switches and smart outlets and all this stuff. I'm trying to think what I want to do today. Probably just something very, very simple. So what happens is that he shuts off both of them, and the big tank underneath the fish tank developed a leak. Okay, it like started spitting it out the side. And I didn't know it. I kept hearing water dripping, and usually it's the filter in the baby tank. And no, it was the big filter. And there's water out behind it, and there's water in the bathroom, and I've got a half of a tank of water in the fish tank that I got to get filled back up so the filters will kick on and I can turn the heater back on. And so I went ahead and thought, well, crap, I'm just going to have to deal with the water. I got to get the tank, I got to get the tank filled back up. So I went ahead and did that, and spent forever trying to clean up the mess of water and drying out the cabinet and to prevent mold and smelly, the smellies. And he's like, what is going on? Because I'm like, don't turn it back on. No, turn it back on. But the funny part is as soon as he turned that flue valve back on underneath the tank, the leak stopped. The leak actually stopped. So, yeah. So I got it all fixed. The bathroom sink, Jerry's going to have to get under there and take it apart and put it back together. That kind of thing. It can wait. We don't need it again for that reason. It's not leaking when the kids use it right now. It's only when we use that high pressure. But yeah, we haven't had that happen since last year when Jared didn't get the tubes on securely enough on the flue valve underneath. And it actually leaked into the basement of the house. Missed their television by just so much. And yeah, it was great. And here I am. I have no help at all to help me with it. I'm yelling for Matt downstairs. He's asleep. And that's no help. So I managed it. And then I left and went and picked up some cool shoes for Lila from a family we know. And then she gives me bags of clothes that I need to go through for Lila. And then I'll take the rest to Goodwill. Unless anybody knows anybody who needs them. So anyway, it was an adventure yesterday, and by the time I smoked meatloafs last night, Mary Lou, I didn't do it the night before. By the time we decided to do it, it's 2 hours to smoke them. So, it was a Joe's pizza night for us instead. And we ordered like their pastas and stuff last night. They were really good. We're not huge fans of the pizza, but we like the pasta. So anyway, it was an adventure, but a great weekend, and that just ended my weekend with everything hurting because, you're squatting, lifting, doing, tugging, pulling on everything. So it's just like killing you to do this. So anyway, it was just, what a mess. I made a mess, which of course makes the floor, it's a Pergo floor underneath. So I told Jerry I'm going to go to an auto parts store and I'm going to find one of them rubber mats See, look at me today. I'm going to find one of them rubber mats that we can put on the bottom of that fish tank cabinet to catch water. That way we have a window of opportunity to get everything out, shut everything down, and fix it. Because at one point I thought the tank itself was leaking and I was freaking out. By the way, guys, we have over 20 baby fish that need a home. They are over a year old. They're all in their own tank, but they're starting to get crowded, and we can't put them in the big tank because it'll be overcrowded. But they are, for life of me, at the moment, I can't think of the name of them. But they're beautiful colors, multiple colors. There's oranges in there and yellow, and they glow. They're not glowfish, but when you feed them and stuff like that, their colors get brighter. I'll think of it. But I have like 20 plus that need a home. They're really starting to show their color and stuff so you can kind of see what they're going to look like. He can't sell them to a fish store because we're not positive on their shades. We know what they are, rainbow fish, but he can't give them the exact colors are going to be yet. We're really starting to see the color in them. And they can be beautiful fish. But, yeah, so I won't do that again. Lois will not take on that tank by herself again. So, anyway, it's been it was a day. So by time dinner's done, well, I sat down with the kids. Jack Osborne, he's been doing paranormal investigations now for a while. And he had a show, Portals to Hell, with Katrina, who's another ghost hunter from Paranormal State. She's done several shows. I'm big into that kind of thing. Didn't used to be, am now. And I forgot he had a special Halloween where he went with his sister. And they went to the Queen Mary in California, and I think it's off in LA area. It's docked there. Has been for over a year. You can tour it, that kind of thing. Possibly stay on it. I can't remember what the guy said. But one man handles this whole ship. He's like the caretaker of this whole ship. So it kind of reminds you of The Shining. So they go there to do this investigation for a couple of days. So they're going to stay on the ship. Okay. So, anyway, come to find out, they found out a while back that Kelly, his sister, she has some, like medium abilities. She can actually hear, they talk to her, but she can't see them, but she can talk to them, or hear them, excuse me. She can ask them questions. And kind of reminds you of somebody with schizophrenia, but it's not. So anyway, she can feel them around her. She just can't see them. So she did this Queen Mary thing with her, and she's got some balls. She did things that there ain't no way in hell. And then they brought on a psychic medium who let her know, that like who was active and stuff. But holy crap, it was awesome. It was an awesome episode. It was a lot better than the one Ghost Hunters did when they got the gang back together at Missouri prison, Missouri State Prison this past weekend, and it wasn't very good. Same old. They've just gotten, I don't know. It's not as good. It used to be better. It's not as good. Maybe they're keeping it real, which is great. I prefer them to be real than to, like make things happen. So anyway, like they have a ton of these shows out there now, but I have my favorites, and I want to investigate. I don't want to hear about somebody's story. I want to watch them hunt and have things happen, and it's really cool. Like going this past Friday night, me and my daughter-in-law and my son all went to on Odyssey's Haunted Tours, and hadn't been in a couple of years because of, the C word. And so we went, and the reason I went was because I have had a fear of this old broke down school that has been around forever. I guess the late 1800s, early 1900s it was built, and it was a school, and then it's been many other things, and it's called Milton School. Very, very haunted, but people are starting to put businesses in there now. And, nope, I don't want that. They're starting to put businesses in there, and they have a coffee house. There's a few other things, and then we find out that night that they've also got apartments. But, what was nice this time was I always swore I'd never go back. You better have me drunk before I go back in there, because that place scared the hell out of me. So we pull up in front of it. I guess I'm facing my demon kind of thing. Because the first time we went, there was no lights. It was pitch black. It was unoccupied. And we were going to go in there. And they had murders happen in there. All kinds of crap happen in there. And we were going to go inside. So, but when we pulled up the second time, so much better. It was lit. They fixed up the areas where they've got the businesses. They look really great. And then there's still a ton of that school that's unoccupied. And one of the scariest places and most active places, two of them, are the gym and the boiler room. And always the boiler room, right? It's a movie thing. But it's where somebody had hung themselves there. They were falsely accused of a crime, and they hung themselves there. So anyway, so we did dark sessions in several places. And I think the worst place for me, the very first time we went, was the girls' locker room. And it just wasn't as menacing, because this was the second time I'd been there, but I'd been on many other hunts, and it was great. No issues. And so this time it wasn't as bad. You know what I mean? I'm actually looking for things to happen, and you're taking pictures, and I had no freaking luck with photo taking. Bethany got some orbs. I don't have my glasses on. Sweet beige. Should we try sweet beige? So anyway, no, it's too light for me. It's probably not, but when I look at it, it's too light. So anyway, very cool school, as usual. But you always have that group on a bus, and McDonough will pipe in here one day as she watches these. When you go into a dark session, you're supposed to be quiet. We had a group on that bus. Well, it's a trolley that wouldn't shut up. You're shushing them like they're teenagers. Well, they might have been young adults, but they would not be quiet. So you're down in the wine cellar of the McPike Mansion, and you're sitting there, and you're in a dark session, and you're supposed to be quiet. Then you can hear what's going on around you. Nope, no such luck. So, anywho, not much happened. It was great to face my fears and go back into that building and check it out and not be as afraid of it as I was the first time. I mean, the first time, as soon as he said we were leaving, I was out the door. I mean, I was out the door and gone. I did not want to be in there. The whole building freaked me out. It was the only building that totally freaked me out just pulling up to it. It was like, yeah, I'm not going in there. Sorry. But anyway, I'll get off of that. I lost all my people when I started talking about that. So lots of new November, and I'm excited to get my order in with the collagen coffee and chicory collagen coffee, and all the new Globe palette or bundle, and the new Bliss bundle is amazing. It's all the best sellers in this bundle, okay? And it's going to be sensational. And then we got all these kits with skincare. Each skincare line now has, you can get 4 products in this beautiful bag, okay, at a price. Of course, the Resurface is going to be about $160. It's a big line. It's a high dollar, high quality product line for aging skin. It's got collagen, retinol, everything in it. And then Calendula, all of them, they all have their own bag, down to Tea Tree, Aqua, Acne, Luma Radiance. They all have their own little case they go in, and they make great Christmas presents. Okay, so get on the site, check them out. You don't wear makeup, that's okay. Take care of your skin. It's really important to take care of your skin, and start in the morning with your skincare, and skincare at night. Be better than me. I'm terrible at taking care of my skin at night. I'm usually tired and I want to go to bed. So, but take care of your skin. Take care of yourself. Don't forget, we have healing lotions, and we have massage gels that are great for pain, and a bunch of other things. We have a lot of interesting stuff, and we got more coming. We have a whole health and wellness line coming out, which is a lot of it's collagen based, which collagen's they're finding that it is great for joints. It's great for your skin, your hair, your nails. It's great for everything. And it's going to come in everything from meal replacements to supplements to sprays to coffees to a tub of the beauty line of it that you add, like a protein shake situation. You add it to your drinks, whatever you're doing, your cereal. Collagen doesn't have a taste. So you do that. But then we also have hair care coming out. New lines of hair care. And it looks either they have a dry shampoo or they have a hairspray coming out with them. So I will be trying those. And if I like them, I will carry them in the shop. I do carry product. I keep product on hand, by the way, for those that are interested in looking or trying. I also have samples. Just raise your hand if you need samples, all right? And I will have them for you. So, ladies, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to wake up with some caffeine and go to work. And I want you all to have a wonderful Tuesday. Lisa, I'll get with you. I wound up filling up today, so I don't know if I'll get by your house today to drop that order off or not. I know tomorrow I can, no problem. But everybody have a blessed day, and don't freeze to death outside. Well, not freeze to death. It's chilly outside. So just be safe and be happy, and see y'all. Bye.